I feel sometimes when going through my life, I get to be in a bit of an autopilot mode and resort to like cheap thrills like scrolling on my phone or just doing something that overall is unproductive. And this happens a lot. I'll have things that I want to do, things I want to, get better at in my life. And then I just resort to, taking the easy way out or doing things that don't even get me to that goal. And I feel a lot of times I'm really hard on myself, and that doesn't help either. Like, I get really hard on myself. I'm like, okay, I gotta get this video up by Friday. And then I don't get the video out by Friday, and then I get mad at myself for not getting the video out by a specific time. And this happens with little things all the time, and it's like this big cycle of me just doing something that I don't want to do, and then procrastinating the thing I actually do want to do, and then the thing I want to do never gets done. Like, sometimes I want to play through a game that I've just gotten, like something as simple or stupid as that, and then I won't play through it. I just bought a game called Hogwarts Legacy. I'm a huge fan of the Harry Potter movies, but I haven't read the books yet, and I want to play through this game, but every time I get on my computer, I'm like, no, that's gonna be too difficult. And I don't want to start doing that. And I feel like I should just like take the leap and do it, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'd rather be miserable looking for something that I don't have rather than just appreciating the things I do have. And maybe that's kind of what it is. Maybe like I didn't need to buy that game, or maybe like I didn't have to record a video that week. I get so hard on myself sometimes, chasing happiness over just finding contentment. And that is what this video is about, is the value of finding contentment instead of chasing happiness. In my last video, I talked a lot about my whole qualms with the self-improvement space and how it basically ruined years of my life. And I was in this very negative way of thinking that I basically had to be suffering in order to achieve the greater good. That was my mindset. If it ain't hard, then it's not good. And to an extent, that's true. But if there's something that you enjoy doing and it's not difficult, cherish that. Like, I enjoy recording videos, but I made it very unenjoyable for myself back in the day when I would force myself not to share the things that I really cared about, force myself to think about things in a different way that was not helpful at all. I thought, okay, I can't be this joyful, silly little stupid gremlin that I want to be. I have to be the grumpy, serious guy, or nobody's gonna take me seriously. So often, I think we try to be more like the people that inspire us, and then realize that they kind of aren't anything like us. A while ago, I was really inspired by the YouTuber Hamza. I'm sure you guys heard about him. And I wanted to be a lot like him. I talked about this in the last self-improvement video that I was talking about. That phrased that weird, but whatever. We'll roll with it. I wanted to be like that guy, and I just couldn't be because I wasn't him. I'm my own individual person, and I have individual hobbies and goals and aspirations that I just shoved to the side in order to, I guess it was to try to make somebody else happy, but I think it was more just out of fear. At the time, I was a little bit younger than I am today. I'm 20 currently, going to be 21 soon, and at that time, I was like 16. So I was, I was deeply entrenched in the whole red pill space, and I wanted to make my mark on it. And that never happened, and I think it was because I was being authentic, and I was chasing the wrong things. I was never meant to be in that space. At heart, I feel like I'm a repressed theater kid, if that makes sense. Like, I really, really love entertaining people. That's my favorite thing to do, is entertain people, make people laugh. And my second favorite thing to do, or it's actually probably tied, to be honest, is to make art. And this year has been so great for that. Like, I'm just like thinking about it now. I got into cooking, I got into painting, I started making videos for me, for the fun of it, for the joy of it, instead of, oh, it's time to record another video. Oh, let's be dreadful. And now, there is some discipline that goes into it. Even now, the way I'm speaking, I had to train myself to be able to talk to a microphone. It's harder than you may think. For the people who do YouTube content, I think you'll know, retakes, saying the same thing over and over again, trying to have a specific cadence so it's easy to listen to. It's really difficult sometimes to just sit there and record. Like today, I wanted to record, but then I got home from work and I was tired. And I was like, okay, give me like 20 minutes and I think I can like muster some energy. And that's what I did. Now I'm recording and it's fun. It's great. I love recording. It is like top 3 favorite things besides like playing video games and at the moment cooking. May I tell you, lately I have been on YouTube and looking at these cooking videos, and I think it's gonna get to be an obsession soon. Like the other day I made potato pancakes. I found some recipe. It was like potatoes and flour and eggs and onions and some other like spices and stuff. It turned out pretty good. I'm like, okay, I'm actually pretty good at cooking. I just have to follow the recipes and do it. Like, I would have never discovered that if I was still out there chasing the wrong thing that I thought was going to give me happiness. And I guess this brings me on to the next section of this is like, it's so much easier to find that happiness when you're just doing something, when it flows, when you actually like that thing. I didn't like the self-improvement space to an extent of like, oh, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh wow, I can't wait to talk about gym stuff. Like, I didn't really care about that. I still don't really care about it that much. You know, I go to the gym and work out, but that's the extent of it. Like, I just do it for the functional benefits. I hate exercise to an extent. Like, I don't despise it, but I'll do it because I have to, you know? But say with making YouTube videos about things I actually care about, like say Minecraft or Garden Warfare 2, it may be silly to some people, but these are the things I actually care about. And this year has been such a year of like reflection and getting back into those hobbies that I really liked, even as a kid. It's like I skipped my childhood. It's so weird. But now I'm in a place where I can enjoy those things. And I just want to say to you, who's watching this now, if you have something you enjoy doing, and there's people in your life who say like, don't do that because it's not going to make you money, or don't do that because you're not on your hustle grind set, to the heck with them. You know what I mean? Like, get them out of here. They don't know what they're talking about. They're trying to project onto you the things that they either want to do themselves and haven't done, or the things that they're currently doing and are miserable in. And maybe they're happy with it. There obviously is that like other side of it too. Maybe they're happy with that and they just want what's best for you, but it's actually what's best for them. You know what I mean? It's so difficult sometimes to just listen to your gut and say, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I want to do, and just do it, you know? I guarantee there's at least one thing that you enjoy doing. Just go and do it. No shame, no guilt. Obviously, if it's, you know, murdering people or like robbery, then no. Maybe like don't do that. I don't know. Like don't rob people. Or like, I don't know. Like there's obviously an extent to it. Like if you have morals, like I find I myself am a person with morals, right? I like to do things for the benefit of others a lot of times. But even for the benefit of like the future me, you know, I don't want to screw myself over and do something that's going to leave me miserable in the future. But I also don't want to stop myself from doing anything now just because I'm like afraid that I'm not going to be successful or afraid that I'm not making enough money. Like it's a big fear of mine sometimes. I want to be somebody who's content. And I feel like at the moment I am content. Sometimes I get doubts. Sometimes I get scared, or sometimes I feel like I'm being pushed to do something I don't want to do. But I feel like I can bring myself back to like the essence of myself, if that makes sense, and pursue the things I actually want to pursue. I think it's really important to focus on those things that actually matter. You know, faith, if you're a religious person. I personally am a Christian. I try my best to live a godly life, and that's very important to me. But also like family, your hobbies, those things that bring you joy. It's so important to keep those things close, because if you don't, you're just going to be miserable. And there's literally no point in living if you're going to be miserable. There's no point. At the end of the day, if you really think about it, say you're chasing money and like online fame. There's no point to it if you don't intrinsically enjoy it. Like intrinsically, like you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh wow, I want to do this. Not, okay, yeah, you can do it, do it, do it, do it. Not the fake kind of self-hype that you have to give yourself. It's natural. It flows. It's easy. Okay, it's simple. Maybe it's not easy, but it's simple. Like, it's so hard to describe because the people in the self-improvement industry literally rewired their brains. The people following it and the people who are administering this bad advice rewired their brains to the point where they tell themselves that they enjoy something that they don't. That's really what it comes down to. They tell themselves they enjoy something they don't, and then they spread that to everybody else, and then it's just like this big cave of misery. I feel like I just need to practice more gratitude. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I need to practice being thankful, you know, thanking the Lord for everything he's given me, thanking him that I'm able to wake up in the morning and come on here and like record a video or play a game or go out and have fun with my family or my friends. There's so much we can be thankful for, and there's so much that I think we, and me personally, focus on that's negative, if that makes sense. We focus on the things, the little things that make our lives miserable. Like, I'll focus on the fact that I have to wake up the next day for work at an earlier time than usual, rather than the fact that I'm playing a game with a friend right now and enjoying it, or the fact that I have 3 other things tomorrow lined up that are going to be so much more fun or so much more fulfilling and important to me. We focus on the little tiny negative thing instead of all the positive things around us. That's just how humans are. We focus on negative things because we are negative little Nancys who want to... It's like we want to suffer. We suffer so much more in our minds than we do in real life, because when I wake up that next day and it's an early day for work, I end up just being perfectly fine. You know, I wake up, get it done, and go home. It's like, oh, now what? Now what's next to worry about? Nothing. So why did you worry in the first place? You're always going to have these negative thoughts. There's always going to be something in the back of your head telling you that you're doing something wrong. That's just how this works. But you have to look at things for the sum of their parts. If something is bringing joy to you, or it's bringing joy to others, and it's actually fulfilling you in life, go ahead and do it. But don't make it your obsession. That's the most important takeaway from all this. Is don't make it your obsession. I enjoy making YouTube videos, and sometimes I don't want to record. I don't think those are the times I should force myself. I don't think you should force yourself to do something if you don't want to. If you need a break, if you need rest, take that rest, take that break, because then you're going to come back some other time and you're going to feel so much better about actually going ahead and doing this thing that you need to do. And it's going to be so much more effortless. And I'm not saying to rely on your feelings all the time, but I'm just saying to use them as more of like a compass. Enjoy that process. Enjoy making something, building something. Enjoy putting it together. Enjoy the workout while you're doing it. Goof around. Enjoy the game while you're playing it instead of only looking towards the completion. Because that's why we're here. We're meant to do things. We're meant to be in those things while we're doing them, instead of just doing those things just for the end result. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. I do have a suggestion for a video essay I just watched. It's on the movie Fantastic Mr. Fox. I don't remember the name of the YouTube channel, but I'll put a link in the description. Go watch that video. It talks about the same kind of thing a little bit more in depth, and it analyzes the movie, of course, but it's a really good video essay. I recommend it. One of the best ones I've seen, and I've seen a lot of video essays. It's like my favorite kind of video. And another thing, I do have a Discord server. If you want to go join that, it's in the description. We do movie and or game nights every week at Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, if I do recall. Yes, that's correct. And it would be fun to have you join there. We do voting on the movies, or some weeks we play Jackbox or, you know, Gartic Phone or something. Just, it's nice to get everybody in the Discord to hang out and watch a movie or play a game. Anyway, that is all for today. Let me know if you enjoyed. Do all that YouTube algorithm crap, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.